Okay, Bhaktiyar, I'm making you host.
Okay, sir.
When you leave, please you hand over.
Okay.
Okay, now continue.
Allow me a moment, sir.
Yeah, show your data,
Mhm.
share the screen. This is your Excel sheet.
Yes, sir. It appears that there is a problem with our studio. Every time I try to open it, it crashes. So we'll have to do the analysis on Excel itself for today. And for the next session on Monday, I will show this analysis one more time on our studio.
Okay. If you
Okay.
have spaces, you can show.
SPSS, let me see. I have, but I've not used it for many years.
Okay.
Uh, Let me see if it comes up. Okay, I think on this device it is not installed. Second.
Is this data in RPRIT?
I don't think so. This is a response that I collected. Okay. So has any of you, except for Professor Roy, has anyone tried data modeling exercise in Excel ever?
We've done data analysis, not modeling in Excel.
Okay. Yeah, it is somewhat same. Yeah. So how did you do analysis? Was it using the
Uh,
data?
yeah, this data, so data selection and then data analysis, and yes, that's how.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll first try and understand uh, some features about our data. Okay. So let's take descriptive statistics. Okay. What is our input range? Okay. Row one is label. I need summary statistic, and that's all I need to see. Okay, nothing else. So when I do that, it summarizes entire data for me. And what I'm able to see is mean, standard error, median, mode, standard deviation, and all of them. Okay. So this is how I look at the data. Okay. I look at the number of entries in each row, which is I have a total of 74 unique responses. Okay. Then I see the minimum and maximum. Okay. So on average, for this construct, okay, the minimum score is 2.5, sorry, 2.25, and the maximum it has gone up to 7. Okay. And the range is 4.75, which is your 7 minus 2.25. Okay. This is also a measure of variation, and standard deviation is also a measure of variation. Yeah. So average is about 5.4 for this construct, and the standard deviation is 1. Okay. And if you do 3 standard deviation, you will inevitably come to 2.25, which is sum of your scores. Likewise, we analyze the property of each of the construct or the scores that we have, construct averages, and then our dependent variable. Okay, so our dependent variable, for the dependent variable, the mean is 33.30. Standard deviation is 4.9. Okay, that means from the average, one standard deviation is 37, one standard deviation up is 37, one standard deviation low is 29, approximately. Okay, we have 74 count. Okay, and the range here is 21. So a good thing about this data set is for all the items, okay, we have 74 responses. So none of the items were incomplete. Does all the construct averages have full responses? So this is a very good data set in general. If you look at the property of the data, this is a very good data set to work with. Are you with me on this? So what you need, I'm now going to highlight the items that we need to look at in general to understand the properties of data. We look at the count, okay, to make sure the data is complete. So we see 74 responses across items, which makes our data complete. Then we look at mean, standard deviation, range, minimum, and a maximum. This gives us a very good idea about how our data is behaving, okay, how our data is spread, uh, what it feels like. You can also look at skewness and kurtosis, okay, to see where the data is peaking or how skewed the data is, okay. But that is for a later stage. To get a basic sense of data, these 5 or 6 items are good enough. Any questions here? Okay, so I'm assuming there are no questions. So
How do you
now,
get this summary statistics?
so you go to data analysis,
Hmm.
select descriptive statistics.
Now, what is the data analysis in Excel?
Yes, in Excel.
Acha. You have some advanced version, no? I think so.
No. So, okay, so let me illustrate for everyone's benefit. If you do not see it, okay, so generally we work under home, okay, and you have to go to data tab. You will see something like data analysis on the top right corner of your screen. And if you do
Okay.
not see that, you come back to home. Okay, now you go to file. When you go to file, right at the bottom, you'll find options.
Okay.
Okay, under options, you come here to add-ins. Okay, so under add-ins,
Okay.
you will have something like analysis toolpack and analysis toolpack VBA. So you just select this, it'll be here. You just select that. Okay, yeah, under Excel add-ins, and click OK. It will be activated. Once it is activated, all you have to do is come back to the data tab. Okay, and you will see this the data analysis add-in.
Acha. Okay. So students, you have understood the data variability.
Where is the analysis button, sir?
Uh, Go to the data tab on your spreadsheet.
Bhaktiya sir, any other relevant add-ins that you can suggest apart from this?
Yes, there are a lot, but they are paid ones. So uh, I'm only showing you the very basic one that are available for free.
I was
Uh,
asking for the free ones.
yeah, so this is what you get without paying. If you need advanced ones, you'll have to lose your pocket.
Yep.
Okay. So I hope everyone is able to see a data analysis pack on your Excel. Yeah. Now let's look at understanding correlation between these items. Okay, so I go to data analysis and I've chosen correlation. Now I clicked OK. Input range is my data, okay, for the items where I want to see correlation. So I'll take all 7 items here and I want to see what is the correlation between these 7 items. Right. Yeah. So I'm here and I take all the 7 items and we will see their correlation. So my first row is label, so I opt it out and I can see the output on the same spreadsheet, but in general, I tend to prefer to see the output on a new worksheet. Okay, so I'll do the same here. I've selected a new worksheet for output, and let's see the correlation table. Just give me 1 minute. I think something is not formatted correctly. So this also happens when you are working with data, when the format is not correct.
I think your header is a big name, so maybe that is the factor. and there is a space is there.
Corrected it now. See. See if it works. Okay. Yes. So yeah, sometimes funny things happen to data analysis, and this is one of it. Okay. So what you see is cross matrix, okay, where the diagonal elements are all one. So that is between T1 and T1, we will always have absolute correlation. Okay. So in general, particularly in social sciences, anything which is 0.7 or above is considered as a very good correlation compared to natural sciences, where you'll find higher values of correlation between items, which can go up to anything between 0.90 to 0.99. Okay. The reason we see such higher numbers is this is a standardized scale that was used for the study, and which also tells us that uh, the scale is pretty robust. Generally, if you do a reliability test on this data, you would get a pretty good reliability where uh, the data would show anything above zero point 0.8 or zero point 0.9 reliability score for this particular exercise. Okay. So what it tells us is that we have good data to work on, and the constructs are fairly related to each other. That means they will end up explaining your overall effectiveness quite well. Okay. So just for the purpose of illustration, let me help you how to read this table. So as I said, this is a table. On the rows, we have scores for, sorry, on the columns, we have individual scores for each of the item against each of the items. So T1 correlated to T1 is 1. Likewise, T2 correlated to T2 is 1. Okay. T2 correlated to T1 is 0.84. Okay. T3 correlated to T1 is 0.76. So these are some very good correlations. We have some lower correlation as well. T6 against T1 is a weak correlation. Likewise, T6 against T3 is a weak correlation. Okay. So now let's run some uh, regression on the overall scale to understand which of these is explaining the variability on the overall team effectiveness. So all I have to do here is come down and select regression. Okay. My input range is all of my dependent variables. So I go from T1 to T6. Sorry. Yeah. Here. X is input range for X is all of my dependent variables, T1 to T6. And input range for Y is T7. First row is marked as label. I need the confidence interval. Okay. Keeping at 95%. I generally don't tend to look at all this plots, but we will look at some of these at a later stage to understand how the model is performing in general. Okay. So let's run a regression and see what the output is. Line set function error, please check input ranges. One moment, there's something that's not working here. Okay, so good. Okay, one moment. Microsoft sometimes does funny things, just like how it shut down the entire world a few days ago.
In your input X range, try adding with only one column.
We can do that, but that is not what we're trying for
Yes,
multiple
just
regression. Uh,
What is your Y range?
Y range is T7.
T7. But T7, it is A.
Yeah, I just change the columns. Okay, sometimes there are funny ways to fix it. Okay, which has no logical explanation. You do some things and Microsoft just works fine.
yes, yes, it happens.
me do this. Hold on one moment. Data.
If you select the particular range, that is not possible.
No, is that is where the inputs are not read. So I'm looking. Give me one moment.
Cell range number is not there, no? If you can add the cell range number, I think now it comes. Y multipolar 1, R square 1. Bhaktiyar, by using R, you can show better. Here, multiple regression, that is also 1.
Yes,
R
that's
is
why.
1.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I
I
think
do not trust
today,
Excel
Bhaktiyar, in the
algorithm.
next class, can you start? I think that is better because now
Ye-
the class time is over.
Yes,
7
sir.
to 8, the students are from Bangladesh and the other students are professionals.
Okay, okay, sure. Next class we will analyze the same data set in R. Okay, as you can see, if you have heard from people why they do not trust Excel algorithms, this is the reason. Okay, this is R square of 1 tells you that it's a perfect model. Okay, and there's nothing like a perfect model in statistics. So we'll stop it here. Okay, we will use the same data next class. When is the next class, sir?
Next class, I think today is next class is Monday.
1 second, sir. Hold on. And same time?
Yeah, same time.
Okay, give me 1 minute. Six to seven, 7 to 8, right?
7 to 8. Huh?
Okay, fine. Apologies, guys. I understand you joined from different workplaces and different countries, and I was not able to show you the data in R. Okay, hopefully next class I would have updated my R script, and we will do the same analysis in R, which will be much more easier for you to decompose and understand the outputs. Okay, Excel is a tool that was used when no one had free tools like R. Okay, and now we have a lot of tools that are under GNU public user license, including R and Python. So we will make our life easier with R and Python, and we will learn the analysis on R in next class. Okay, right. So I think someone has raised the question, raised their hand. Who is it? Please feel free to unmute yourself and speak.
In this course, only SPSS and R we have told, huh?
Yeah,
Not
so
Python.
yeah, I'll show SPSS and R, both of them next class. I think I
Yeah,
have
you
SPSS.
can prepare one PPT. I think that is better. So that because if you are using then R script not coming, that is the problem. So if you can write your PPT, that is better.
Okay, sure. We'll do that as well.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thanks everyone for joining in. I'll let you go now. I'll drop off and I'll let you go. I will see you on Monday, and we will continue the session from where we are leaving now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. See you on Monday. Good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you. Good night.